Hey folks, this episode of Camp Buddy Scoutmasters season contains discussions of self-harm and attempted suicide. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Chloe here. We'll be checking out another episode of Camp Buddy. Very eventful things happened in the last episode. It was wonderful. It was magical. Where have you been? You missed it. You need to subscribe. Anyways, Aiden and Yoshi finally formally got together, which is great. But we're heading back to camp today, and it's the night after we basically had that huge fight with EMILIA. So I don't know what's gonna happen. So we're gonna see.
What's going on?
Looks like there's commotion over there too.
Preposterous!
So you're saying we're stuck here? This is unacceptable.
Yeah.
We're only following protocols, ma'am. Please understand. I want to speak to the manager.
Yikes.
This looks like EMILIA's making a scene again. Sounds pretty serious though.
Good morning.
You two, lovely day we're having today, aren't we?
Guys.
Not today, Lloyd. Oh, hey guys.
What's the matter?
What's up with the huge crowd this morning? Is everyone really that excited to go home too?
What's going on?
Got any idea what's going on?
Well,
A really large snowstorm blew in last night and all the roads are covered in snow. Our shuttle canceled the ride back today since the roads aren't safe. Sounds bad. We can't get back to work at this rate. I'm just hoping the storm didn't hit the site. Don't jinx it, Lloyd. There you are, everyone. You must have heard the news,
sir.
right? Yes, sir. This is quite unexpected. It's all over the news, too. It seems the entire capital welcomed winter with a blizzard. Dad and I got woken up last night as soon as it hit, but we didn't think it'd be this bad. The good news is that it's already passed, and the cleanup operations are already underway. I've already called Mr. Claremont his word for situation. Just when I thought this vacation couldn't get any better. Don't stress yourself out, dear. It's out of anyone's control. I'm actually talking about EMILIA, Dad. I thought she'd give her obnoxious behavior a break, especially after the fuss she made last night. I mean, look at her. She's been harassing that poor bellboy for a solid 30 minutes now. At this point, it must be her hobby. What's new? Should someone try and stop her? We might get kicked out of here. I don't want to stay outside covered in snow. Let me handle it.
Be serious.
Don't you know how much is at stake by keeping us locked up in here? We're already behind schedule with our project. Like I said, ma'am, there's really nothing we can do about it. We'll not risk your safety. I wouldn't be surprised if this was just a ploy to force us into paying for another night. Where do you think we'll get the money to pay for something outrageous like this?
Calm down.
Calm down, Miss Komarova. I've already talked to Mr. Claremont and he's arranged accommodations for us.
ma'am.
Our policy states that all VIP guests are insured for emergencies like this. We will not charge you for your extended stay. You should have said that sooner then. That's what I was trying to say,
hope you don't
ma'am.
mind.
Would you kindly escort her to her
This
room,
way,
please?
please.
Yes, gladly. This way, ma'am. I would
your
not have
job.
made him suffer. What about my bags? You're not expecting me to carry them all the way back to the top floor again, are
My
you?
apologies.
My apologies. Let me call more staff to assist everyone with their luggage, too. I'm not getting paid enough for this.
Thank goodness.
Oh, thank God, she's gone. That's one way to get rid of her, Dad. Let's try not to get carried away by our antics. On the bright side, we have an extra day here to relax. I'm not complaining. I won't say no more. I won't say no to more fancy living. What do you guys think we should do now? I've ran out of things to do here. You barely left your room the last 2 days, Jin. Actually, I'm in the same boat as Jin here. Knowing we were going to go home today, I made sure I tried everything I wanted to yesterday. Maybe you should just chill in the cafe for now and grab some lunch or something.
Idea.
Sounds like a good idea. I could use a coffee. That whole scene earlier gave me a migraine.
Do you need help? Whoa.
Aiden, you alright? Oh, I'm fine. I know you wanted to go home. It's kind of a cock block, huh? But can't blame anyone for the weather.
Don't worry.
You don't have to worry about me, Yoshi. I'm definitely totally fine now. Are you sure? Might as well spend some quality time with everyone, right? That's one way to think of it.
Yeah.
You boys coming? Yeah. We'll see. We finally have a chance to enjoy a meal together. I guess we should say this is redemption for last night's hell of a dinner. Because certain someone isn't here to ruin it. I believe that begs the question, and I apologize for being upfront, but how are you feeling, Aiden?
Well,
After what happened last night, we've been quite worried about you.
Yeah.
I'm sure I would have frozen up too if I had been in your shoes. I'm alright. Sorry for making you guys
Aiden.
worry. I've known you long enough to know that must have upset you, though, Aiden.
don't worry.
I'm fine, really. I just panicked a little because I made a mess, is all. Actually, even before that, we noticed you acting nervous, too. We all just wanted to help you shake it
it's
off.
okay.
We want to help.
Don't worry.
You can tell us anything, Aiden. Let him open up.
Thanks.
Thanks for looking out for me, everyone. You guys are right about what you said, and I owe you all an explanation at least. I told Yoshi this last night, but the truth is I've been feeling a lot out of place during our stay here. I'm not really used to being somewhere as fancy as this, and I guess what happened at the dinner really pushed me to my limit. But like I said, I'm totally alright now. Yoshi really helped me calm down last night. We figured Yoshi would know what's best to do. I was so relieved to see you in high spirits this morning.
Sorry.
But we still feel guilty that we may have pressured you during the dinner. I thought that asking for your opinion on everything would have been helpful, but it was the other way around.
It's all right.
Not your guys' fault. I was already having trouble keeping up, and it was the stuff that EMILIA said that really made me upset. I honestly don't blame you, Aiden. She was really pushing your buttons for some reason. She made what was supposed to be an amazing fine dining experience super awkward and embarrassing.
Yeah.
The entire room was so tense, especially after you guys left. Everyone was staring at us. I actually talked a little with Emilia about her behavior last night. Unfortunately, she wouldn't admit that there was anything wrong with her attitude.
Jeez.
She's really proving to be more of a liability to her team than her help. Kick her out. That's a funny one, Dare.
Wait a minute.
Serious. Wait, really? She doesn't get along with anyone, creates problems that aren't even there, and last but not least, she's mean to the bone.
Actually.
Since we're all here, as much as I hate to talk about this, especially so early in the morning, maybe we should address it. Emilia's attitude has been getting worse and worse to the point where it's causing us major problems. Now you realize what I'm telling you all from the start?
Agree.
Okay, but you didn't give her a chance from the start, Yuri. She's had chances, and then she just decided to go full scorched earth last night, so... I honestly agree. I think this is a perfect opportunity for us all to come to agreement about how to move forward with building this team.
Seriously?
Are you guys serious about giving her the boot? Isn't that a little too much?
Sure?
Even if we wanted to, can we even do that? She was put in the position by Mr. Claremont himself. We can't continue working with someone that keeps dragging us down either. Besides, Mr. Claremont mentioned replacing her at our last review. I'm surprised you of all people are seeing this, Yoshi. Yeah, you're like the closest one to her out of all of us. We can only give her so many chances. It's just not going to work if she keeps refusing to get along. But don't get me wrong, I was really hoping she'd act a little better knowing she'd be in her element here. It only made her worse. And on top of that, even though I warned her before we left for the trip, she still went out of her way to harass Aiden. I just can't let that stand.
Actually...
If I'm added to the conversation, there's something very peculiar I've noticed about Miss Emilia's huge outbursts. I know I don't have as much history with her as everyone else here, so I've been paying closer attention to
Miss
her.
Emilia?
And what I've observed is a trend with Miss Emilia to be overly defensive when it comes to her reputation. So she has a huge ego. What's new?
No.
I mean, if you recall how she acted during our meeting with Mr. Claremont, she got furious as soon as her abilities were questioned. That happened again during last night's dinner. When everyone started to point out her flaws, she immediately deflected everything at Aiden. Well, she's a flat-out insufferable person, and that's the point. It's no secret that she dislikes being in Camp Buddy given her history. So why did she come back here out of all places? We're trying to figure out why she's here. She never enjoyed her time at camp as a scout, so it doesn't make sense why she'd accept coming back here in the first place. Not only that, but I believe all of you find it strange that she tries so hard with her job. I know that she's a camp alumnus, but is it really enough reason to continue when she obviously can't and has never gotten along with anyone? She could quit at any time since she doesn't really need this job, but she doesn't. At first I thought she was trying to be as professional as she could or even genuinely wanted to help the camp. But you're right, it's as if she's forced herself to be here for some reason.
Yeah.
And that's just one of the many things that don't add up about Miss Emilia.
Knew it.
I knew something was fishy about her. I've had this gut feeling since the moment she got here.
What are you saying?
What are you all trying to say? Not sure
I'm not sure.
This is a stretch, but her reaction this morning in the lobby really confused me too. She was so pissed off when she thought she had to pay for the extended stay.
Really?
Shouldn't someone like her be able to afford something like that anyway? I mean, she always goes on about how rich she is, right? Now that you mention it, she really acts like it's been forever since she stayed in a fancy place like this. I thought it was just her unusual entitlement, but she does come off as desperate and craving to be treated like royalty. No offense to Camp Buddy, but I'm sure Emilia would have just stayed at her home or someplace fancier since that's her comfort zone. Her being so persistent to stay at camp does contradict her other views. She could just occasionally drop by since her only job is to inspect. And let's face it, all she ever did was gather our reports and pass them over to Mr. Claremont. It's as if she doesn't have a clue what she's doing.
Before that.
Not only that, she makes unrelated comments to make it seem like she's done some work without tearing us down. I agree. It's odd that someone with her work ethic and skill level qualified to be our sponsor's representative. Maybe she used your connections? You know how wealthy pricks can be, Dad.
Perhaps.
All I know is that Mr. Claremont chose her mostly because she's a former alumnus on the camp on top of her credentials. But what credentials does she have, even? If you guys want, we could look that up online. Let's do it, Jin. Let me just get my laptop then. Yuri, didn't you and Jin already do a background check on her yesterday? Only your social media, really, and they're all set to private. I wouldn't be caught... Didn't they say yesterday that one of the things was set to public? Okay, that's fine. I wouldn't be caught dead following or adding her as a friend just to see what she posts. Also, we ended up clicking on an ad. No surprise there. What about Emilia's record, Sir Goro? We only have information about her from when she was a scout. I assume that she was credible since she was put there by Mr. Claremont. What we do know is that she legitimately comes from an elite background. Why would an elite like her have the exact qualifications for a construction project then? That has also been very weird to me. Why would she have a background in construction work?
I think...
Maybe it's her family's business or something? We would have at least heard about them if they were big shots in our field, Lloyd. Oh, yeah. I'm back. That was fast. We're not in a hurry, you know?
Please.
I want to get to the bottom of this. Okay, I stand corrected. I think the first thing we should look into is her professional profile. Let's see if she has a LinkedIn account.
Honestly.
She doesn't. I don't think any of us have one either. Well, we had more information about her that we could use. What about her parents? As I mentioned, we do have Miss Komarova's past scout registration. Yeah. Good thinking, Dad. Does that mean we have to wait until we get back to camp? I worked on the camp's registrar database over the last few months. I should be able to pull that information up. We're really stalking her now. Helps we're doing this to clear our doubts about her. That's right, expose her. I really never thought I'd see the day that Yoshi would be on my side about this. You guys won't believe what I just found. Her parents' names led me to an article saying they're the CEOs of a multi-level marketing company called KVM. Oh, so they're scam artists, which filed for bankruptcy after being involved in a huge fraud scandal.
Wait.
Can you look into that more, Jin? Court records show that they scammed their clients out of a lot of money, resulting in a bunch of lawsuits that stretched out over a couple years. They just settled out of court for most of these cases, getting fined and sued for even more. They're currently convicted and serving a sentence for all these business malpractices.
Unbelievable.
No way that Miss Komarova could have maintained her lifestyle without her family's wealth. But she claims that she's still rich. Does that mean she's doing fine on her own? I don't think so. The court records show an eviction notice for not only their multi-million-dollar estate, but also to an apartment unit named under Miss Emilia herself. The latter eviction is just a few months ago, too, so that must be where she last lived.
Sucks.
That means she's broke and homeless?
What?
Damn. Then all this time she was faking all that rich person crap? I knew something was absolutely off about her. She's a freaking phony. Didn't stop there. The public records lead me to a police report about Miss Emilia being involved in a physical altercation with a co-worker at a retail store. Looking at further, she's apparently notorious for her disruptive behavior, getting her blacklisted by the places she's worked in before. Are we sure that this is the same Emilia? All the information so far lines up. I don't see how we could be so wrong with all of this. But how would a background check not find that out is my question. Like, if Mr. Claremont hired her for the job, like, why would he not have been, like, doing a background check, getting references, that kind of thing?
Well,
maybe...
How do you fake that? How do you fake that? It all makes sense now. She's a homeless, headless chicken managing us. The whole time we were being inspected by someone without any qualifications.
I can't believe it.
We all got fooled by her. And she had the nerve to boss us around and treat us so badly for over 3 months now. I didn't expect anything like this would come out of our search. This is an extremely serious accusation. Mr. Claremont would not take this lightly, I'm sure. Shouldn't we confirm this with Emilia first? We have all the proof that we need. Let's route her out to Mr. Claremont. We can't do anything rash. Why not? We can't let her get away with this. There's a right way to handle this, and the fact that she's a camp alumnus could put the sponsorship at risk too. So Goro was right, and like I said, we have to at least hear Emilia's side before we make any decisions.
There's no point.
There's no point, Yoshi. She'll just lie again like she's been doing all along. Of course, or worse, if she finds out that we're doing this behind her back, she'll definitely make a scene about it. I'll do it myself. It's only fair that we give her the chance to defend herself. Please excuse me. Yoshi, wait.
Oh, no.
What should we do? Should we stop him? As frustrating as it is that we were tricked, I think we should let Yoshinori talk to her. Yeah, Yoshi knows what he's doing. Does he? Does he now? Does he? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I didn't order any room service. Leave me alone.
It's Yoshinori. Can I come in?
Yoshi? What are you doing here? What do you want?
Oh my god, it's been forever since I've saved. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna save.
I need to talk to you.
Well, let's talk somewhere else. Give me just a bit to get ready.
No, I want to talk to you in private. It's an urgent matter.
What is this about?
If you would let me in, then I'll explain.
Look, I'm not in the mood for more preaching if that's what you're here for. So leave me alone and get
Open this door, Emilia!
What the hell do you want from me?
I'll get straight to the point. You've done something seriously wrong that I can't turn a blind eye to.
What?
The show's over, Emilia. We found out you've been lying to everyone this whole time. You fabricated your application to get a job at Camp Buddy, and continued to lie about your status and your professional experience the entire project. So answer me honestly, Emilia. Is that all true?
I don't know what you're talking about. Who told you all of this?
It doesn't matter. Just answer my question.
Of course not. I can't believe that you're accusing me of such things. Whoever told that to you is probably just making stuff up to get rid of me. I can't believe you had the nerve to barge into my room to not only verbally assault me, but accuse me of such a heinous thing. Just get out of here, or else I'll call security.
I'm not leaving. Not until I hear the truth from you.
I already told you it's not true. What else do you want me to say?
Then explain to me why your parents are in prison and how you ended up losing everything. You weren't living the life you've been making us believe you have. So it is true.
Who cares if I'm not rich? Are you happy now? Are you satisfied that you finally found something that you can use to bring me down?
That's not...
Always the victim.
So what if everything isn't what it used to be? It's not my fault my parents were criminals.
Okay, I mean, true.
They left me to rot alone, leaving me with absolutely nothing. Everything I knew, everything I grew up with, my whole world, it was gone in a flash.
Girl, you 30. Like, pay your goddamn bills. You 30.
How was I supposed to do everything
You're like
on
26.
my own? And I'd never been taught how to even take care of myself. Can't even keep a job long enough to survive. If I hadn't done anything, I'd be living on the streets too.
But I don't understand. Why did you have to go as far as faking things just to come back to the camp?
Do you seriously believe I'm the kind of person who just gives up? I had to do whatever it took to get my life back, no matter how I got there. What else could I do if Camp Buddy was the only choice I had left? I thought I belonged there.
How? How is it the only choice?
But I was wrong.
She could have, like, pulled this stunt at any other place. She's obsessed with Yoshi, okay? She's obsessed with Yoshinori. That's why it had to be Camp Buddy.
Emilia, why did you have to hide all of these things from us?
What was I supposed to do, Yoshinori? Show up in front of everyone and say I'm dirt poor and unskilled? Is it wrong to want the life I used to have? Where everyone at least saw me as someone who mattered. Just for a while? Call me prideful, or whatever you want. But my dignity is the only thing that made me fight when I had nothing else.
We'd have understood if you just told us the truth.
That's a load of crap. Ever since I got back, you all treated me as if I was the same child I was when we were scouts.
Okay, I hate to say it. I hate to be in her corner again. I'm sorry, but, like, yeah, they were weirdly hostile towards her and uncomfortable with her, and she was trying. She was trying in the earlier episodes. Maybe she's rough around the edges and clearly, like, needs to have some socialization skills and develop those. But she was trying, and then they were kind of being mean to her, and she just kind of got worse and worse and worse.
Emilia's a rich snob. Emilia's annoying. Emilia's a bitch. How could I be myself when you all judged and hated me from the start?
But I never thought of you like that, Emilia.
That's true.
And the only reason everyone else didn't understand you is because you never tried to meet them halfway
a lie,
either.
But that's a lie. She did. She was trying.
That's the fucking problem, Yoshinori. You were supposed to be the one who'd know better. But what did you do? You rebuked me at every opportunity, thinking I'm nothing more than someone who's out to hate everyone here. I thought you were different. I thought you accepted me for who I was. But you were just like everyone else.
Please don't think like that, Emilia. It's not...
You said you were my friend, Yoshi. You were the only one I had. I held on to that. But you forgot about me as soon as I left Camp Buddy.
That's true. Well, she could have picked up the phone to call.
In 9 years, not once did I get a call or a letter asking how I've been. And when I got back here, you acted as if we barely knew each other.
Yeah, he didn't even remember her. He did not remember her at all. And she was trying to be nice and was asking him questions, and he was so, like, fixated and, like, worried about his job at the time that he was kind of shut down.
Just what kind of friend are you?
Emilia,
Okay, but, like, she could have called.
I quit! You won't hear anything from me or see me ever again. Just like what you all wanted. That's how it's always been. And this time it's no different.
That's not true, Emilia. Please, listen to me.
Just leave me alone already! Please, Yoshi. I'm begging you.
I'm sorry, Emilia.
This is really overdramatic. The voice actor for her is killing it. Killing it. Killing it. Showed up. Could have phoned in the performance and just 10 out of 10. As much as I didn't want to leave, I gave Emilia the space that she asked for. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. Cry, cry.
Yoshi!
You're back.
Hey.
How'd it go? Looks like Emilia didn't take it well, huh? Yeah, she didn't. Well, I was kind of expecting knowing her. She was so furious, she even said she quits. It's probably your worst fit of rage yet. Everyone else was kind of worried about you earlier today. We know you can get pushy, and someone like Emilia would definitely lash out if she's confronted with something as serious as that. I felt bad forcing her to talk, and I even started to doubt if it was right to confront her to begin with. I can't tell either, but what I do know is that you tried your best. I know it might be messy, but sometimes it needs to happen to get over things, right?
Maybe...
I mean, if you hadn't pushed me to talk, I wouldn't have been able to open up. You're right. She did open up about the reasons why she did those things at the very least. And it made total sense for someone with a personality like hers in such a situation. But I guess what caught me off guard were the last things Amelia said to me. Even after all these years, she still saw me as a friend, and she was right. The moment the first scout term ended, I grew apart from everyone, including her. But that's not yours or anyone's fault, Yoshi. I got separated from you too back then, but look at us now. Whatever kind of relationship it is, it takes two, you know? I know, but for someone like Emilia who struggled to socialize or even have friends to begin with, I was her only option. So when she lost everything that once defined her dignity, her past, and her one friend, she had nowhere left to return to. You really amaze me with how understanding you can be with people.
Yoshi.
That's a great gift you've always had, Yoshi.
It will be fine.
But you've done what you can with her for now. It's her turn to realize that talking to her means that you care. Just give it some time. Maybe then she'll be ready to talk. You're right, Aiden. And on the bright side, at least I understand her better now. I just hope I get the chance to talk to her when we get back to camp. This vacation caused all sorts of drama, didn't it? Now stop stressing and get in bed with me. All right. Thanks, Aiden. Oh, it's the next morning. It's the next morning.
All right.
We're really going home today. I know I said this like 1,000 times already, but I'm so ready to be back
Isn't
at
this
camp.
exciting?
Looks like the sky is clear. I can see cars moving around outside, so everything must have been resolved.
Wait.
Believe it or not, I'm excited to get back to work too. I'll be sure to cook up something nice as soon as we arrive. Who knows? Maybe I'll try and recreate the stuff that we had in that fancy dinner. That sounds exciting, Aiden. You don't sound that excited, Yoshi. Kind of trouble sleeping thinking about what happened yesterday with Emilia. There were a couple times I wanted to get up and check on her. I really think the way I brought everything up with her just went wrong. Yoshi, don't beat yourself up about it. You had good intention. It's not your fault if Emilia can't see that.
I guess.
Although I guess it's going to be an awkward trip back home if she even wants to come with us.
Phew.
Hey guys, good morning. For real this time. It's pretty sunny outside, almost like the blizzard didn't happen. I'm just glad we can finally go home now.
Good morning.
It looks like you're all ready to go. The workers are gathered as well, and the shuttle should arrive in a few minutes.
Wait.
Emilia's not here yet. Send everyone a message to make sure they're prepared to go, including Emilia. We saw it and came down right away.
Wait.
You told me last night Emilia wanted to quit. Do you think she was serious about that? What? Quitting? At some point during our talk last night, she did say that, but I didn't think she meant like this. Maybe she doesn't want to show her face after being exposed as a liar. Sounds about right.
I can't believe it.
She's just going to run away after everything she did? If that's what she wants, then good riddance to her.
Yuri.
Calm down, Yuri. I don't think she said that just to spite us. I've been hearing her go on about this all morning. I thought we could at least get back to camp before we talked about this.
Yoshi?
I'm really curious, though. How did she react when you confronted her, Yoshi? I bet she denied everything. She did at first, but since we had enough proof, she had no choice but to admit to everything. She was really caught off guard that we found out about her secret, though. That really pushed her over her limit. I can only imagine how scary she must have been. She really has the nerve to be angry?
Yeah.
At least, the least she could do is apologize for treating us all so crappily.
Not really.
Don't expect that from her. You'll just be disappointed.
It's not fair.
It's been so unfair this whole time, not only for us, but for the project, too. We were all working on something serious, and she risked that for her personal gain. Not only that, everyone tried so hard to deal with her attitude, especially you, Yoshi. I thought she would listen to you at least. I tried, but I don't think she was ready to go at all to talk through and fix
Regardless.
things. She's really planning on quitting. That must be settled back at camp. If she really is broke, there's no way that she can afford to stay another night. We can't just leave her behind. I'll go to her room and fetch her. I'll be right back.
Emilia?
Are you up? It's time for a trip back to camp. Do you need help with your bags? I know you said you quit, but at least come back with us to camp. I'm sure I can help you with the situation if you just let me... Emilia?
Huh?
Oh, she trashed the place.
What? What's going on? Emilia? Emilia, what happened?
Oh, no. Did she overdose?
First aid. Airway, check. Pulse, check. Oh, thank goodness you're still breathing. Wait, there's pills all over the floor. Emilia, what did you do?
Oh, she's gonna need to have her stomach pumped.
I need to get help. Hang in there, Emilia!
After moving Emilia to her bed, I immediately used the phone in her room to call for medical help. Everyone else arrived as soon as they heard what happened.
I
can't believe that Emilia would do something like this. Yuri, you've been so eager to take this woman down, and like we pretty much found out yesterday, like this is someone that's at their edge, that's at their limit, and she was all, you continue to be upset.
I
Hope everything's alright.
Is Emilia gonna be okay? Do we need to bring her to a hospital? Roads to the nearest one are still being cleared of snow. It's a good thing this hotel had an in-house doctor available to help.
Sure.
She wasn't injured or struggling to breathe when I found her, so let's just hope everything is okay.
Dad!
How's Emilia? What's her status?
Down.
Let the doctor explain everything. It appears what happened to Miss Kovarova is a mild overdose specifically from sleeping pills. Thankfully, it wasn't anywhere near a lethal dose, and I was able to administer medicine that reverses the sedating effects. She's fortunate that someone found her, or it could have been much worse.
What's going on?
She's going to be okay. Now she's in a very deep sleep due to the pills. She might experience some lethargy when she regains her consciousness, but overall she'll be fine. That's relief. I do have to address some concerns related to Miss Komarova's overall well-being. Mr. Nomuro described her behavior and the situation prior to this incident that could have potentially led to this. The pills appear to be prescribed to Ms. Komarova for sleep deprivation, and it appears she takes these pills regularly, but she took more than she should. Some individuals might misuse medications like this when they are subjected to emotional distress. I advise that you all be cautious in how you deal with her when she wakes up, and it may be beneficial for her to seek additional help after this.
I understand.
Here's a prescription for her medicine. Make sure she takes these and refrains from sleeping pills for now. Leave it to me, Doc. I'll keep an eye on her. I hear you're all scheduled to leave today. There's no need to admit her to a hospital right now. She should be able to handle your trip back. Our shuttle seats can be laid back so she can properly rest. Thanks for the help, Doctor. All right, I'll leave Miss Komarova in your care now. Please take care of her. So what's our plan? Are we still going home? We're proceeding as planned. The doctor said it's safe for Emilia to travel, and I believe we can take care of her better at camp. Luckily, the workers aren't scheduled to return for a few more days, too. It'll be much quieter and we won't be busy at all. Did you tell Mr. Claremont about this, Dad? I was planning on doing that after we got home. I really don't want him to extend her stay here any longer, especially after what just happened. Once he finds out about Emilia's lies, I'm sure he won't hesitate to fire her.
No.
I'm not sure how Emilia will handle that when she wakes up.
I'm sorry.
I feel really guilty. I urge everyone to look into her. I didn't expect it to spiral into all this. It's only a matter of time till we found out about it. We were only trying to find the truth for the sake of the project. Don't get me wrong, I feel just as bad that it came to this. I didn't know things seemed so hopeless for her if she were to lose her job at Camp Buddy. She really did lose everything she had, just like we found in our search. And from what I understand, she's been really struggling ever since she began fending for herself. To her, Camp Buddy was the only choice that she had left. She lied her way out of desperation, not only for her survival, but also to regain her pride.
I don't understand.
I just don't understand why that was enough for her to go this far. I think the way I talked to her last night was what really pushed her over the edge. Emilia's been fighting alone all this time, and coming back here was almost a cry for help that I didn't realize. To her, I was still the only friend she made back then, and the fact that she couldn't rely on me when she was at her lowest point hurt her the most.
It's my fault.
It's almost as if I let her do this. Yoshi, I played just as much a role in this too, even more so. You were hostile from the beginning. I was the one who went against her from the start, even up until this morning. That is exactly right.
Unfortunately.
You didn't even bother to give her a chance. It was Yoshi that told people to give her a chance. I know I had good reasons to be upset, but I still took it too far sometimes with what I said and how I acted. Yoshi, Yuri, please don't blame yourselves like that. It was out of our control. None of us could have predicted this would happen. I'm sure we all played a role in this, but it won't help Emilia or any of us for that matter if we keep focusing on what went wrong.
Yeah.
Best thing we can do for now is help her get better.
Now.
For now, let's head back to camp. We'll figure out what to do when we're all settled in. I'll carry Emilia to the shuttle and get her situated. Lloyd, Darius gathered the workers and had them board the shuttle as well.
Clear?
Yoshinori and the rest, kindly pack Emilia's belongings to make sure we don't leave anything behind. Yes, sir. And with that, my throat is very, very sore. This was a very eventful episode. So take care of yourselves. That's always hard to kind of come across that. I don't think that the game has any content warnings for that kind of thing either. So I do apologize for that. But there's going to be a content warning at the beginning of this video just to let you guys know that there is a scene where a character ODs. But I'm excited to kind of see how Emilia goes in her recovery, because I think that now they all are going to understand each other a little bit better, and we're going to be a little bit gentler with her. And Emilia hopefully is going to have a change of heart as well. So if you're looking forward to the next episode, please please leave a like on this video, as it really does help the channel out. Also consider subscribing, and when you subscribe, be sure to hit the notifications bell so you get updates on when I upload future episodes. Without further ado, thank you all so much for watching. Bye! I'd like to give a very special shout out and thanks to the following patrons: Deep Dive Dylan, D. Roberts, Brian White, Caleb Putnam, Robin Harper, Bob Conway, Cody Webb, and Maticus Sama. Thank you all so much.